Being a zone defensive coach for almost my entire career as a head coach and being an assistant coach under two outstanding zone defensive coaches, Coach Flava Cirque at Oak Hill High School in Indiana and Coach Rick Van Meter at McLean High School in Southwest Ohio. I've been able to see a lot of unconventional zone offenses, and I'm in the process now of putting together an instructional video on the zone offenses that I've stolen over the years that were fairly unconventional. And this is a kind of a prequel to our video from Rust Belt Basketball Coaches Network's Basketball Nexus website. And this is called Army. And I don't remember where I got this. And that's the sad thing about it when you do something for a long time and then you forget something like this. It's crazy, but I don't remember where I got Army. You can run this versus a soft 1-3-1, a 1-2-2, an extended 1-3-1, an extended 1-2-2, or a 1-2-1-1 3/4 court trap. The premise of Army is getting the basketball in the middle of the floor and quick ping pong passing, and you're going to test the opposition's weak side cover downs. Here I've got a softer 1-3-1. I could just as easily bring X4 up here and lift the wings. We'll just make this kind of a standard 1-3-1. And if this was a high pressure up in your grill 1-3-1, we would want to get the ball reversed prior to crossing the timeline. But in this scenario, since it's kind of a flatter 1-3-1, we're going to go ahead and hit the wing. And if they're trapping, fine. We actually invite that action. But what's going to happen now, whether they trap or not, is 1 and 4. 4 being the best handler of the basketball between 4 and 5 are going to quickly reverse spots. And 3's job is to stay high and wide and occupy X3. So as the ball goes to 4, 1 is rolling back. We want that ball to go here, and 5 has slid down, and he's just simply going to run kind of not even short corner, but just kind of outside the lane to outside the lane. And what he's testing is this cover down. If 1 can get it in the middle and face up, and of course, you've got the runner here who's going to, by attrition, have 5. But there's times where you can get the ball and ping pong it there. But what we got more often than anything was 1 squaring up and taking a bigger player off the bounce, forcing the runner to come and help. And then you get the kick down pass to 5. So let's say 4 hits 3. 4's going to cut to the nail. 5's cutting around, and now 4's opening up right behind him. So we want this direct pass if we can to 4. He's going to look down. He's going to square. He's got to put the thing on the deck if he can. And you've always got a bailout clause. He can jump stop and kick the thing out to a wing. If that's the case, if the ball goes to the wing, here comes 1 and here comes 4. So they're just going to keep running this piston type action, such as a piston in a automobile engine. And 5's just looking for loopholes. He's looking for gaps along the baseline to catch and finish. Now, what happens if the ball's thrown to 5? So let's say 2 rockets the thing to 5. You've got your roll down and you've got your follow behind, which is just standard zone offense. Roll down, follow behind. X5 will take that roll down. He was the middle of the zone. There's your runner. X4 is the top. So more often than not, the top guy, and here comes X2 to trap this. The runner's probably going to go out to trap that short corner pass. And there's your follow behind. And you got a quick pass here. You will get that roll down. Trust me, you will get that roll down. But there's that follow behind, cut to and pass to 4 for an open jump shot or drive to the basket to get fouled. And hopefully both. Worst case scenario, kick the thing out. Here comes 1. Here comes 4 opening up, and you're back into business. If the ball goes to 1, he's looking for 4. 5's going to keep manipulating his man. We reverse it. Here you go, back in action. And it's a repetitive, cyclical offense. And again, I can't remember where I got this, but it is slightly unconventional. I don't see a lot of teams running it. We got the ball here quite a bit. Another option that is really viable is if the wings and the 1-3-1 get out wide, then 4 and 5 can manipulate these areas or these gaps, or gray areas is what Coach Sirk called them. And if we can get the ball, let's say it's either from 1 dribbling away from, and we hit 5 or 4, or ping pong from 2 to 4 or 3 to 5, the action there is, let's say it comes from 1 and 4 squeezes in here. And now, with that being said, 5 has to occupy this middleman of the zone. So on that pass, here comes the middleman. 5 is going to dive and just leg whip the lug nuts off of the runner. And you've got that high-low action. And we did get some mileage out of that, especially against gaping or wide 1-3-1 zone defenses. And the same thing could happen if 4 comes in and the wing pinches that, and the ball goes to 2, and that wing comes out, and now 2 hits 4 real quick. It's the same action. So we just called that diving action. That's really good against 1-3-1 or matchup zones. Keep that in your wheelhouse if you ever would employ the Army zone offense. With the advent of the shot clock coming, would this be good versus a soft 1-3-1? Yeah, I think so. I think you're going to see a lot more zone being played once the shot clock does settle into the Rust Belt. I know a couple states already have it. You're going to see healthy mixture of 1-3-1, 2-3, a lot of different types of zones. And I also think you're going to see pack line defense is definitely in vogue now, but you will see a lot more pack line defense. But I think you will see some 5-man free switching pack line defense just so the opposition can't pass the ball around the perimeter 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 times and hunt a great shot. But anyway, this is a prequel of our zone offense video that will be coming out sooner than later. If you like this, please hit that like button, subscribe to our social media platforms, leave us a comment, share our information. All of those actions drastically help us grow our small coaches network. Keep in mind, we've got our back to school sale going right now for the Rust Belt basketball coaches. Basketball Nexus website where you can get podcasts, our Zoom clinics, our on the court clinics, our books, ebooks, discussion boards, libraries, what have you, for $30 for a full 1-year membership to our Basketball Nexus website. That's $20 off, and the most you will ever pay then moving forward into future years is $40, which will save you an additional $10 per year. Check us out at www.myrustbeltbasketball.com. If you have any questions, kick an email to me at Derek, and that's DEREK, at myrustbeltbasketball.com.